Hello, it's me, Bilal14. Now, I haven't made a video. I'm going to continue doing Let's Plays and everything. I have to set up emulators, but today, I'm going to do a video response to SNESman. Are young kids, like, up to 12 years old, up like 10, 9, 8, 12 years old, or teenagers, are too young to do retro gaming? Well, actually no. Kids like video games. They can play whatever video game you want. But I just think that retro gaming is a little bit more better because, for one, it's much more cheaper. Two, you don't have to worry about the gosh dang future of gaming. You don't have to worry about leading on to your friends. You can be popular and say that, oh, I like this console, oh, I like that console, and so you could get popular at school. And two, it's a little distraction. It's a hell of a lot better. Retro games, in my opinion, old school video games, are much more challenging and much more fun, and they have more imagination and creativity. I won't go far into the video because I'm going to say that for my video game rant, if I can write my script and everything. I just recently started getting into retro gaming. Like, I play games to see they age well, and I can play some games I haven't played before in my life, like the Mega Man X series. I just recently started getting into the series and stuff. It's awesome. Like, okay, I was born in 1993. I didn't start gaming until like 97, and I already know my first video game was Sonic the Hedgehog 1, and it was on an early Sega Genesis emulator. Well, I didn't know how to work that fucking emulator, so my friend and the computer teacher, I think her name is Jan Grimes, Miss Grimes. She helped me, with working up the emulator, and of course it worked. And I love the ever-living shit Sonic 1. Granted, I can't get past Scrap Brain. I can't get past Spring Yard Zone because Eggman's always having that that spike Eggmobile with the spike on it. That's why I always keep on falling. I didn't continue playing the rest of Sonic 1 until I got the Sonic Mega Collection back in 2003. But I didn't. But the first console I ever got exposed to was this thing, the N64. I just recently got this shit. But before I did, I used to go to a friend's house. My friend Kion's house, and I used to play the ever-living shit out of the N64 at his house. Some days after school, if I, back in the late 90s and early 2000s, like in some days if I could go to my aunt's house, or let's say, or if I wasn't watching TV at a neighbor's house, like the old Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or old Disney Channel, Toon Disney, Jetix, Kids TV, whatnot, I'll go to his house sometimes. His mom will pick us up sometimes. And, we will stop by and play this thing, the N64, and we will play. I remember back between 98 or 99, we would play a shit ton of Banjo-Kazooie, a little bit of Zelda, not a lot. Zelda Ocarina of Time, of course. Kirby 64, and a crap ton of Donkey Kong 64 and Mario 64. But I didn't fully play Mario 64 until the DS came out. Kids, retro gaming is cheap now these days. We got computers now. Emulators are easy to hook up and learn for your kids. You know, it's introducing a kid like this is what I had back in the day, and you can play it now. It's much more cheaper, and it's a hell lot. It's a hell lot, you know, less expensive than, you know, buying a new console. I'm not saying new games suck. There are some games like the Assassin's Creed series, Gears of War, the only third-person shooter I like, and you know, the Ratchet and Clank series, which is pretty much the modern day, is pretty much the pretty modern day 3D platformer that keep on going since 2002, and some of the new Sonic games. But to tell you the truth, some of the Sonic games suck now these days. But you know, like okay, back in my day, I didn't really own a Super Nintendo, like SNESman said. I didn't get to play the Super Nintendo games until they were ported onto the GBA back in the early 2000s. Back in my day, back in 2003, like, if I wanted to see a game I really like, I remember seeing the Donkey Kong Country GBA commercial. I'll put a link in the description. And I remember seeing the Super Mario World GBA commercial, and I was like to my aunt, I want it! You know, and I got it on my birthday. During that same year, though, you know, I saw a couple commercials for the GameCube, and I got the GameCube along with Sonic Mega Collection, which finally gave me an opportunity to play the old school Sonic games. And as for Sonic Adventure, I do remember seeing the commercial, but I didn't really play the game until I saw it on shelves at a Toys R Us, and I rented it, and I loved it, and I played it. You know, like, kids, I mean, it's easier to find games now. Go on Wikipedia, figure out what it's for, where to count, and play. If it's for Super Nintendo, GBA, or Sega Genesis, bam, you can just download on your computer. But if it's for N64 and Sega Saturn or Dreamcast, that'll be a little bit difficult, but you could try. But if it's games for the GameCube or PS2, like PS2 still exists a little bit, so you could probably buy it at GameStop or eBay. And we still got Nintendo Wii's. Make sure you get the 2006 or 8 model, because the newer models don't have the GameCube capability. Like I remember back in my day, the two ways to get a re-release of a retro game is either A, wait until they're ported on the console, or B, get a handheld version like the GBA games, or C, get a compilation disc. Let me show you right now. Like this. A compilation disc like this. This is the Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection, and it has like up to 94 games of the old school Sega. It has Sonic 1, 2, and 3. It doesn't have Sonic 3 and Knuckles Complete though. You have to go out and buy yourself the Sonic Mega Collection to try to unlock it. I don't know how to unlock it from this game. Or download it on an emulator, which has the complete game. It's a little complicated, but you could pretty much find it. Just go on YouTube and type how to get Sonic 3 and Knuckles Complete and download it, and you'll have fun. I'm just saying that, you know, it's much more cheaper. B, we have emulators now. I suggest to only get Super Nintendo, Genesis, and Game Boy Advance because the early 3D consoles, I suggest that you just go to a flea market or the retro gaming store. As for eBay, it can be a little bit difficult though, so I suggest that you go to a flea market. My flea market in New York City, in Harlem, the retro consoles are like usually $40 and the games are like $10. Depends if they're the classic games. If they're very old school and rare, that's 20. But you know, it's a decent, fair price. Like, it's much more cheaper, more reliable. Emulators are free, and plus, you know, it's a nice little distraction. You don't have to worry about the gosh dang future. You could, you know, play the games, relive your past, if you're nostalgic like I am, and, you know, it's much more easier to pick up and play and access. Like an old 2D or 3D platformer, RPG, beat-ups, or whatever type of genre you like. You know, it's a perfect way to, it's a nice little distraction. Like, don't say that you're too young for retro gaming. Yeah, time's passed though, but you gotta admit it. That the 90s were fucking awesome. Early 2000s. And you know, I rather play games back in the day than the crap first-person shooters Call of Duty. So, this is my video response, so see ya. I want to know, what are your thoughts? I gave Alpha Omega the link to SNESman's, you know, video if you're too young to be retro gaming. And hell, like, games are making a retro comeback since 2008, ever since Mega Man 9 came out, and ever since New Super Mario Bros. Fucking Wii came out. So, you know, the only game that's trying to have that retro gameplay is the Sonic 4 series. Is the Sonic 4 series, Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2. But Sega, you really need to try harder if you want to gain your old school Sega fan base. Well, this is Bilal, and peace out.